how did statistics develop into what it is today? What comes to mind first when you think about statistics? We encounter statistics dozens of times every day through average scores, opinion polls, weather forecasts, and more. When did statistics begin, and how did they develop into such an important field? Statistics is the study of collecting, organizing, and analyzing data to find meaningful information. Today, it is used in almost every field, including natural science, psychology, economics, social science, medicine, and business. Statistics is always behind the numbers and graphs seen in the news. Statistics began with population censuses. Ancient Babylon, Egypt, China, Greece, and Rome counted their people to govern their countries. Why did they do this? They needed to know how much tax they could collect, how many soldiers they could recruit, and how many people they needed to build large structures. In ancient Egypt, census records also helped redistribute farmland after the Nile River flooded. At that time, however, statistics only involved counting numbers. So when did statistics begin to analyze data? During the Renaissance in the 15th and 16th centuries, interest in running countries more efficiently grew. In the 17th century, German universities introduced Staatswissenschaft, which systematically organized and taught information about a country's population, economy, and military strength. However, it only organized and described data. It did not find the hidden patterns within the data. Until the 18th century, each country used statistics in slightly different ways. Germany used statistics to study the state, while Britain developed political arithmetic to analyze taxes and the economy. In France, scholars actively studied probability. These three different traditions came together in the 19th century, giving rise to the field of statistics as we know it today. The person who played the most important role in this process was Adolphe Quetelet. Quetelet noticed that when astronomers measured the position of a star, the results varied slightly even when they observed the same star many times. So which value should they trust? He believed that calculating the average of many measurements would produce the most reliable result. Then, he applied this idea to people. He discovered that even social phenomena that seemed random, such as people's height and weight, crime rates, and the number of marriages, followed regular patterns when many people were studied. So he introduced the concept of the average man, who represents most people. Why can we reach more accurate conclusions by collecting more data? If we flip a coin 10 times, it may land on heads 7 times. But if we flip it 10,000 times, the ratio of heads to tails becomes close to 1/2. As the amount of data increases, the effect of chance decreases and a consistent pattern appears. The law of large numbers explains this. Another key idea is the central limit theorem, which states that when enough data are collected, they form a distribution with a consistent shape. This theorem also played a major role in the development of statistics. In the 20th century, statistics advanced rapidly once again. Two important figures during this period were Karl Pearson and Ronald Fisher. Pearson established the foundations of descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics organize existing data so that we can understand it more easily. By using the mean, median, mode, and standard deviation, we can quickly identify the characteristics of data, even in a large set of numbers. In reality, however, we often cannot collect all the data. It is practically impossible to survey everyone in a country or inspect every product. This is where inferential statistics becomes necessary. Inferential statistics uses a sample from part of a population to estimate the characteristics of the whole population. It also helps us predict new outcomes and test whether a hypothesis is correct. Today, inferential statistics supports everything from public opinion polls and new drug development to climate change research and artificial intelligence training. In this way, statistics has grown from a method of simply counting numbers into a field that uses data to predict the future and support decision-making. As we enter the age of artificial intelligence and big data, the importance of statistics will continue to grow. When looking at numbers, do not stop at the results alone. Ask what those numbers are trying to tell us. Statistics is not just the study of reading numbers. It is another language for understanding the world.